Just when we thought we heard it all, gang, I guess we haven't. You feel me? The hate in Milwaukee is at an all-time high. Um, Milwaukee rapper Funny Money has been shot and killed, and I got the video to show you guys. But before we get into that, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, baby, because I'm back. Make sure you share this video. You understand? So, with no further ado, sorry about that. No further ado, I told you guys that Milwaukee hating and violence and crime has climbed to an all-time high. And at the end of the day, I don't find none of it funny. I don't find none of it a laughable situation. I know majority of the people in our city do. But at the end of the day, we finna dive into this video and see what exactly took place with this scenario, this scene.
Well, first tonight, 2 people are dead and a 28-year-old is in custody after a deadly shooting near a warehouse.
Christina Van Zelst is live on the city's north side where police are still investigating. Christina.
Yeah, Kim and Ben, it's not clear what led up to this shooting, but want to just show you how vast this crime scene is. We are on the far east side here on Cameron and 31st, but the scene stretches several blocks that way, and investigators were focused on a warehouse area. Dozens of people, they started to gather when they were learning what happened earlier this afternoon, just before learned that 2 people were shot and killed. There were a lot of emotions still about him. Police, again, they were called to the area of 31st and Canford around 3:40. A 33-year-old and an unidentified victim were shot and killed. Investigators were focused on that lot behind warehouses on 31st Street. Family and friends of the 33-year-old say he was a local rapper, knowing money, and that's his recordings too.
And to me, it's crazy. To me, that's crazy because a lot of people know Funny Money, man, throughout Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it hit different. You feel me? You gotta do your homework when I say hating is at an all-time high in the city. It is. I'm talking about niggas that look at you, niggas just try to get on your timeline just cause. You feel me? Just cause they probably figure you doing something a little bit more than what they doing. And usually that's not even the case. Or a motherfucker see you and understand how your feng shui going. They'll see you and peep how everything going with you and think that, they think they the shit. They think they this and they think they that. And the whole time, you understand what I'm saying? That ain't the motherfucking thing. That ain't even it, right? So it's starting to seem like to me that in my city, you can't even really live your life and become who you want to become or do what it is that you love doing, chasing your dreams or whatever the case may be. That's what it seems like, right? Now, don't get it twisted because at the end of the day, I don't know, the full breakdown or the background of this story. Only thing I hear, just like y'all, he was killed at his studio, which is like heinous, which is a hater move. I never understand that. And it seemed like, when you get to knowing a lot of people in your city or wherever you from, gang, it seemed like hate always gonna follow, right? It do. It seems like hatred gonna follow you no matter what you do, no matter where you go. And sometimes that shit it's tiresome. You get tired of looking over your shoulder. You get tired of playing these dumbass watch your back game. And we gotta do that now though, is because people in our city, they ain't got no money. People broke, they don't want to go hustle. I can't necessarily say they broke, but they don't want to go hustle. They don't want to get up and put a drive in themselves to even build a hustle. You feel me? Like you can even start yourself a podcast if you got to, gang. You can start yourself a podcast. That indeed is a hustle. It might be a slow hustle, but no hustle. A slow hustle is better than no hustle. Fuck is you talking about, right? A slow hustle is better than no hustle because on that slow hustle, you got the time to figure out the grind. You got the time to understand where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to do within that grind and in your life. And you got the time to understand and check out if this is, like matching up with your purpose, your life's purpose and your goal. So, like I said before, a lot of times niggas will see you doing something like that, something great. You feel me? Something great that they feel like they can't do. And then at that moment in time, it's parlay, right? It's all games, I feel like you just got to watch your surroundings a lot of times out here, man. The people that you think you can trust, you never know who they are. You understand what I'm saying? You never know what intentions they got out there for you. You never know any of these things. So I'll be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but at the end of the day, let's keep going.
Ain't none of us taking the wheel. I'm definitely not taking the wheel. I'm just trying to hold my composure.
Police did arrest a 28-year-old and say charges will be referred to the district attorney's office. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Christina Van Zelst, Fox 6 News.
Still an active scene out there. Christina, thank you. Milwaukee police confirm a 44-year-old is dead, and they've arrested an 18-year-old woman. And what they're describing tonight as a road rage incident that led up to a shooting. This all happened around 3:15 this afternoon. This was in the area of 10th and Lapham. MPD, they're referring charges to the DA's office.
Wauwatosa police tonight searching for a missing endangered person. Please take a look at your screen. This is 25-year-old Brian Adorno Sanchez. He was reported missing on Saturday and later that evening.
Look, see, and they even put the other murder up, right? This one right here, Thomas, right? You know what I'm saying? This one right here, y'all. If y'all can see that arrow. At the end of the day, I started noticing that, you know, this shit is popping up more and more, you know, around the city, right? And it's crazy because these cats, it's like they got frequencies that's going out into their heads that's allowing them or making them kill and have hatred on their heart and envy. You feel me? And jealousy. And I can't understand that. You know, it's something about it. It's something about it with our black community, right? And black people don't seem to get it checked, gang. We ain't figured it out. Check. We still out here willing to go against each other, willing to hate each other, tear each other apart, you feel me? Deteriorate each other careers and goals, tell each other we ain't better than the next, or, you know, we can't achieve this and that, gang. And at the end of the day, you got motherfuckers really looking up to that. And that's all being video recorded nowadays. Think about it. That's the only thing y'all see our people recording nothing but bad shit, bogus shit. You feel me? Recording nothing but bullshit, giving you nothing but hatred, giving you nothing but, you know what I'm saying? And that shit crazy. To me, that's crazy. I don't care how y'all look at it. That's crazy. I never known that. Never. But, you know, to understand that, you know, like y'all seen that was another murder. Another murder took place. An 18-year-old killed the 44-year-old, road rage. Now you got to be one dumb motherfucker to have road rage, and then you want to stop and you want to beef with somebody again. That got to be the dumbest shit. Has to be the dumbest shit. Like, you got to be out your wits, out your mind, because at the end of the day, my nigga, road rage ain't even that serious. It's bigger fish to fry out here in this world that we living in right now, my nigga. It's bigger fish to fry. And then the moment y'all wake up and start recognizing that a little more, that's when you will stop having all these motherfucking outlashes and all these little attacks y'all be having because you can't control your emotions. You understand what I'm saying? Like real shit. So many niggas, they go through so much. So many bitches, they go through so much. And then at the end of the day, you feel like that one situation that you go through at that moment is dictating your whole future. It's dictating your whole life. But let me tell you something. Nah, it don't. That shit don't stop where you going, where you headed in the future. It don't. At the end of the day, it don't. Let's get on with this. I want to try to check out this story about this dumb motherfucker right here.
What if there was a song about Lost in Translation in the style of...
A third person is now charged in connection with the killings of 3 people in Milwaukee earlier this month. Thomas Seville Zolikoff are charged with shooting and killing 3 people in different parts of the city in connection with the killings of 3 people in Milwaukee. A third person is now charged in connection with the killings of 3 people in Milwaukee earlier this month. Thomas Seville Zolikoff are charged with shooting and killing 3 people in different parts of the city. Today, he made his first appearance in court.
Hey, if I'm correct, they said a third person, gang. If I'm correct, they said a third person. I thought he was the only person that killed these people. I mean, that's what I personally thought. I never knew that it was other people involved. You know, that's deep right there. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's too many motherfuckers that, and I know dude from school. Dude went to, you know, elementary school. That's what's even crazy. Yeah, he got a twin brother who was just like that. I think he in jail for life for some bullshit, doing some dumbass shit. You feel me? Like, niggas be goofy out here. You know? No. At the end of the day, I feel like a lot of shit that these niggas doing out here is not cause for. Niggas beating on women, niggas killing women. You feel me? They choking women out, they scaring women, putting fear in people. Y'all trying to put fear in regular civilians because y'all trying to control blocks and sell drugs. Like, look, gang, you got to recognize that shit dead. It comes to a point in time in life where all that shit you doing gotta die. You understand what I'm saying? Definitely, if it's not your life purpose, man. Yeah, all that shit you doing gotta die if it ain't your life purpose. I ain't gonna lie to you, because a lot of y'all don't even know why you here and what's your life purpose, man. You feel me? You try to sit and figure it out yourself, or you try to narrate it yourself, but that ain't even what you're supposed to be doing. What you're supposed to be doing is following the flow like water. You're supposed to be following the flow like water and letting everything just go. You know, copacetic with everything around you. A lot of you niggas ain't even copacetic enough to understand that, gang. You already got everything you want. Everything you want and need is already in your hand. All you got to do is apply yourself, meaning energy, and then you can get there. You understand what I'm saying? You really can. And I'll tell you what, me, I go through life trying to motivate people because, like I said, I ain't never had this much motivation. Ain't nobody ever motivated me as much as I motivated people through my YouTube channel, through my platform, through my videos that I've got. You know, I don't give a fuck who accept it and who don't. At the end of the day, I do understand one thing. I do. You hear me? I understand that everybody ain't the same. What's going on? What's going on up there? Everybody ain't the same. I understand that everybody ain't got the same intentions. Most people got evil intentions. You know, I understand that a lot of people ain't out here for the good of your, you know, best benefits. I understand that. Zoe, what you doing? I understand that a lot of people, I see you on the film. I understand that a lot of people don't want to see you make it. So you got to recognize this. You got to recognize that a lot of niggas don't want to see you make it. And I think that's what's taking place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My nigga, it's like a shadow of depression. It's like a shadow of evil frequencies. It's like a shadow of jealousy that's lying over Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now, right? And that's a scary sight. That's a scary sight. I got to be real as shit with that, because at the end of the day, you know, everywhere you look, it's a depressed moment going on. Somebody going through a problem. Somebody done got their shit busted. Somebody stealing from somebody, you know, definitely in the Black community. You know, I can't point in the direction of the Caucasians. I can't point in the directions of the Asians. You feel me? The Japanese people that's in Midwest. Because at the end of the day, when I was on 37, there was some Chinese people living over there, and they garden, they grow veggies and shit like that, fruits, and they do it together. They got a community garden over there. That's something Black people don't even try to sit and put together at all, gang. You hear me? At all. At all. The first thing we do, you feel me, is try to hate on each other or try to judge each other, looking at each other, figuring, oh, they ain't got shit. Oh, they not this, they not that. Like, what type of mindset do we live in out here, man? You know, like I said, it's getting to the point where so many people is getting anxious for things, and they wants are getting over their knees. They wants are, you know, making them lash out more than what it should, you know. So that means they are getting subjected to the materialistic lifestyle, gang. They getting subjected to this shit. They loving it. And at the end of the day, when you fall in love with this type of lifestyle, yeah, you lose a lot. You lose relationships, you lose friendships, you lose focus of where you at and where you headed. You do. Let's keep going though with this story though, because I want y'all to hear this, man.
Bill Miston was there and joins us live with the latest. Bill?
Yeah, hey there, Ted. Today, a court commissioner set Zollicoffer's bond at $1 million. Also in court today, Zollicoffer's cousin, who prosecutors say let Zollicoffer hide out at her home while there was a citywide manhunt for him. And we've also learned that a third person is now charged in connection with this, who prosecutors say was the getaway driver. Police were looking for 36-year-old Thomas Seville Zollicoffer for several days. Last Tuesday, police arrested him after a standoff at a home near 84th and Field.
But my thing is, why does bitch ass look like he trying to smile? Like, nigga, that move you just pulled, gang, wasn't no big move. You didn't do no boss move, Thomas. You didn't do no boss move, gang. You know what's crazy? He was in a special ed class in elementary. He was. He was in the special ed class, gang. Gangman was always, and I can't say, like what happened to him in life, what he went through, because I know sometimes a lot of people, they go through things. A lot of people, I know something happened with his parents and things like that. But at the end of the day, they don't give you a right to lash out and take everything that you're going through out on anybody outside of what you're going through, or the energy field of what you're going through. See, y'all got to understand one thing. Everything starts in the brain. Everything starts in the mind. Everything starts with a thought. And sometimes y'all let y'all deviating and negative thoughts overrule the positive thoughts. Y'all let y'all negative thoughts overrule the positive thoughts until you eventually start acting out negatively. Eventually, till you start behaving negatively, and then you start showing these actions, hurting people, harming people, you feel me, bringing pain to people. And a lot of y'all are denied then, y'all are denied, or y'all walk around with this smile on your face like you done something. You understand what I'm saying? And you ain't done shit at all. All you did was harm yourself, your life, your career, your people, your family. That's it. That's all.
Brands.
Essentially, to keep it short, the defendant executed 3 people in cold blood.
Zollicoffer appeared in court Monday afternoon in the case. Prosecutors say Zollicoffer shot and killed his ex-girlfriend, 26-year-old Vanessa de Herrera, and 29-year-old Scott Buchholz at an apartment near 21st and Pierce earlier this month. Prosecutors say this man, Sang Chen Feng Fonsavan, who says he's only known Zollicoffer for 4 months, picked him up and drove him to 39th and Townsend. There, prosecutors say Zollicoffer walked into a home and shot 39-year-old Shamarla Hare in the head, got back into the waiting car, and the two drove off. Police later found Feng Fonsavan's car outside his home near 30th and St. Paul on Monday. Prosecutors have charged him with harboring or aiding a felon.
State of Wisconsin versus Alana Cole.
As well as Zollicoffer's cousin, Elena Cole.
Here, this defendant is hiding a man in her home whom she admits she knows killed multiple people. She also leaves him alone with these children so that she can go out drinking. A commissioner set Cole's bond at $5,000, Zollicoffer at $1 million.
These allegations are extremely serious in the eyes of the court.
Zollicoffer are due in court next week.
Now, you see, that's some psycho shit right there, right? The cousin hiding him out, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, because you got people that's willing to do that. They willing to go that far. Like, what type of trust did she possibly have in him to think he was gonna get away with these murders, gang? What type of trust did she have? Like, make it make sense, because it don't, gang. And everything he did don't make sense. Now, he could have left that bitch if that was his ex. He could have hit it on that bitch, kept it moving, or, forgive my language. Forgive me, too, for saying that bitch or that word. He could have left that woman, and continue his life, because I want to respect the dead, and I want to respect the fact that he took somebody's life that didn't deserve to die, so forgive me for calling her out her name. But I was in the mind state of the woman still living, because these cats, like I said, being in elementary with these cats was never like that. They was never, and that's why I always say too, like, you never know what nobody go through, or you know what I'm saying, in life as they coming up. Like, it could be a lot of things that take them through these trials and tribulations, gang, and that put them, you know what I'm saying, at the devil's door like this. And I think that's exactly what he was at. You can look at it and see it in his face, and throughout his photos, like, gang, you went off and killed 3 people, and then you got the Chinese man. To drive you over here to your drug dealer's house, whatever the case may be, and kill her. Now, the story was on Facebook that the drug dealer wasn't willing to help him with this case. The drug dealer wasn't willing to help him. And that's crazy. Like, why in the fuck would you think you finna go over here and get some help from somebody else with these murders, gang? You killed 2 people already. And you think somebody want participation with that? No. So you got to pay attention to who you dealing with and who you around too, because a lot of times these cats out here, they be having skeletons in their closet. They done already caught bodies. They done already put people under and shit. And now they running from the law, or they running from the people family. And they not going to tell you about it. Hell no. You think they... Hell no. They ain't telling you nothing, because at the end of the day, telling you that means they got to harm you too. And if I was you, why would you want to put yourself in harm's way like that, gang? I don't even know why niggas want to be friends with people like that and put themselves in harm's way. Like right now, today in 2026, it is not the time to be having friends at all. It ain't, because a lot of these motherfuckers is crooked. A lot of them, they got hidden stories and hidden agendas. Some of them, they'll fuck with you and rock with you for a year, and then next thing you know, they trying to kill you. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta start putting yourself in a smarter position and a smarter parameter of like-minded people. And don't get it twisted. Some of these people out here, they are like-minded in evilness and negativity. You understand what I'm saying? They like-minded in harm and hurting people, gang, and taking people's lives and souls. Now I feel like you ain't the controller of life. You ain't the motherfucker who run when people get to live or don't live, or who get to survive and who don't. You understand what I'm saying? We got a God for that. We got a creator for that, man. We do. We got a creator for that. Whoever running life right now, my nigga, they is the person that's in charge of that. So I don't know why people be out here trying to kill and think they, intimidating somebody. That shit dead. That shit dead. It ain't gonna last long, because at the end of the day, you got to pay for that, man. That karma get to coming back and reaping you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to recognize one thing too in life. You reap what you sow. So at the end of the day, if that's the energy you putting out here, you putting out taking people's lives and death and murder and harm, gang, then that's the energy you're gonna receive back. If you don't receive what your family is, and if they don't, then down the line, but it must come back like a boomerang, goddamn. Right? I'm happy to be back, gang. I'm happy to podcast, man. I'm happy to drop again, and you feel me, drop gems and jewels on everybody out there, because like I said, my city needed, Midwest needed, man. Milwaukee, Wisconsin really needed. The people was going psycho. Ain't nobody got no hope. Ain't nobody got no courage no more. Y'all lost y'all heart. Y'all lost y'all power, gang. A lot of niggas out here, gang, they letting money be their power, and they let that drug money or that lifestyle, fentanyl money, make them feel like they the biggest out here, gang, and that shit big. Wow, you got white men and Chinese people out here, Jamaicans and other cultures, they making our culture in America look bad. They making the black man in America look bad, because they actually putting on for their family and their community. They building businesses. They entrepreneuring the right way. They creating functions where everybody in the community can be a participant of. In the meantime, you niggas out here selling poison to people, killing people, robbing people, all because you think you feel like it. It ain't you. It ain't even your thoughts. It's the fucking drugs you taking. It's the Percocets. It's the lean. It's all that bullshit, gang. It's the cocaine you're snorting up your nose. It's the fucking Percocets that you bust down on your table and snort up your nose, goddamn. Now, let's be real with this shit. So, before you try to crush and stab on somebody else, you understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times, man, like I love, and most people don't watch the news because they like it's reprogramming. It's a brainwashing method. Yeah, it is. But that's only if you allow it. That's only if your mind is weak enough to allow that. You understand? Like, you a TikTok watching ass motherfucker all day, or a social media watching ass motherfucker, doom scrolling motherfucker, then yeah, your mind probably weak as shit. But at the other end of the stick, gang, you know what I'm saying? With the polarity shift, you got to be willing and open enough to have your mind and your voice strong enough to speak and tell a motherfucker, look, man, this is not what it is no more, man. It's time to start letting people live. And we want to see people live. We want to see the potential that's in people. We want to see people live long enough to be able to get that change in their mind state. Because I'm going to tell you something, the world all got to change together. Once y'all recognize that we is all one gang, that we all come from the source, then will y'all change, right? So judgment of each other, looking down on each other and trying to harm each other, kill each other, that shit is non-existent no more. This is a new trend. This is the new trend that's being set. The new trend is allowing people to live, and whatever problem you got, talk it out with that person. Talk it out. Learn how to communicate and solve that problem. Solve that problem before you learn how to end a life. In so many rap songs right now today, all we hear is you ain't caught a body, then you ain't shit. Why do you got to catch a body? Why do you got to take somebody out before it's their time to take them out? Before it's their time to leave Earth? Why do you got to practice doing that, right? I never understood that. And why don't these young niggas understand that, gang? Like, to be cool with niggas or to, vibe with niggas, why do you even got to go take a soul just to be part of a group? You hear me? That's why I made a video saying, be yourself. Like, why you can't be yourself? Because we all know, like, and I know that being yourself, you will not be out here trying to take a soul. You wouldn't want nobody taking your child's soul, taking your cousin's soul, your favorite sister, your favorite brother. You wouldn't want that. Some of y'all probably been so hurt in life that you wouldn't care, but at the end of the day, 10 years from now, you would. 10 years from now, when you start recognizing how much you needed that person or how much value that person was worth and how much help they could have brought you, I guarantee you stop feeling how you feel about, okay, yeah, I want people to die. I want to see bloodshed. I want to hurt people. I want to get back. I want to get back in blood. Like, come on, man. Black people, come on, man. Women, and y'all women just weak too, because y'all let the man control y'all out of fear. There's so many bitches in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I'm gonna say that because these hoes still alive, but they refuse to step away from situations where they know it bring them harm, where they know it bring them bad luck or bad karma. They refuse to step away from people in situations where they know they're getting their ass whooped and they getting pushed and scaffolded and to torture situations just to shut the fuck up and go along with whatever's taking place. Right? They do. And bitches be out here trying to talk about a nigga who got voice to speak up, a man who got voice to speak up, but not willing to put his hands on you and hurt you and harm you. At the end of the day, these niggas out here shooting women. They killing them. And then they'll rap about it and tell you, look, they deserved it. The bitch running her mouth, I'm going to take her out too. And you don't think you got karma coming for that? You don't think nothing is coming to take you out? You don't think the gods and the guardians of the universe got somebody to come take you out, gang? The Reaper is real, my nigga. You better believe that that Bible is real. Everything in that book, y'all may say, yeah, it's been rewritten 100 times, but at the end of the day, there's some shit in there that's real, my nigga, that y'all ain't seen yet. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all young, dumb motherfuckers who ain't lived long enough to be wise enough or studied long enough to be wise enough to understand that everything you're doing got to come back to you. Not in this life, the next. Yeah. Not in this life, the next one, gang. Oh yeah, it's the next life. Most definitely. You better believe that. Y'all better go watch my Earth School video. Go check that out, gang. That was one of the hottest videos, gang. I ain't gonna lie. I dropped a lot of gems and jewels in that thanks to Maya Bielik, you feel me? With uploading that video and allowing me to be able to find that video and gather knowledge myself and give it to y'all. At the end of the day, though, man, that's my time. I love y'all. I love everybody, man, out there, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay on y'all best and y'all highest self in your timeline, gang. Never let nobody shake your mood or your character. Let nobody ever take you out of, you feel me, your spiritual character or your zone or the lane or line you're supposed to be in. Always understand who you is. Always, as a man and a woman, understand who your character is and value your character. The moment you start loving yourself, the world will start loving you, gang. You ain't got to do nothing for validation out there. That's another thing. You feel me? Stop trying to get validation from your friends, from your family. Validate yourself. Validate yourself. Start getting validation from the inner you, from your highest self. You understand what I'm saying? I love y'all, man. I am